I'll make a brief statement, then take some questions. We had a very fulsome 2 days with the Chinese delegation led by Vice Premier Lifeng. It was our third meeting. I'm happy to say that London built on Geneva, Stockholm built on London and Geneva. I think we had great momentum going into the meeting thanks to the president's trade deals. I think that the Chinese were surprised by the magnitude of the Japan deal, by the magnitude and the terms of the European deal. So I think that they're never compliant, but I believe that they were in more of a mood for a wide-ranging discussion. The discussion centered on the two economies. We had a very in-depth report on them on the Chinese economy. We gave a very detailed report on the U.S. economy. We talked about the trade deals that we were doing with other countries. We expressed our concern about Chinese overcapacity globally and what that might mean for this year, for the next few years. We expressed our concern for their purchases of sanctioned Iranian oil, of which they buy about 90%. We also expressed our regret that we believe that they had sold Russia about $15 billion of dual-use technologies. But the overall tone of the meetings was very constructive, and I will pass it over to Ambassador Greer.
Thank you. We also reiterated the premise of the President's trade program and trade policy, which is to reduce U.S. deficits, increase manufacturing, and reshore our economy. We made sure that they understood that these are the goals of what the President's trying to do. And again, we expressed our satisfaction that many of our major trading partners have come along with this. President von der Leyen on Turnberry on Sunday, when I was there, she specifically mentioned that the U.S.-EU deal is about rebalancing and trying to rectify the giant EU surplus with us. And so we've been happy to be working so constructively with many of our partners. And we had that kind of a discussion with the Chinese as well. And of course, we were here in the first purpose to confirm the implementation of what was agreed in London in terms of accelerating the flow of rare earth magnets from China to U.S. companies. And then we were able to discuss further how to make sure that the entire U.S. supply chain, including those that go through third countries, could be accelerated. Thank you.
Yeah, and I would say on a personal level, we've developed great respect. Ambassador Greer knows several of their team from the first administration. And again, I think it was the level of momentum and the entire reordering that President Trump has done of the global trading system. So now here you have the two largest economies in negotiation. And as I've said before, and we reiterated to them, we don't want to decouple. We just need to de-risk with certain strategic industries, whether it's the rare earths, semiconductors, medicines. And we talked about what we could do together to get into balance within the relationships. Ambassador Greer has made the fantastic point that for decades, the U.S. trading system sacrificed manufacturing to be able to sell, whether it was ag or natural resources. And now under President Trump, as you've seen with the Japan deal, with the Europe deal, we are able to do both. We are able to reshore manufacturing and also do substantial purchase agreements of U.S. ag and energy.
Great. All right, let's turn to the room, please. Let's start up front.
Good afternoon. Jamie Keaton, Associated Press. We had Li Changgang speaking to reporters shortly after the end of the talks today, and he mentioned an extension of the pause. Can you give us some details on that, how long that's going to go on for, and how will it work? And if I could just throw in another one, what do you say to lawmakers in the United States and others who are concerned that concessions on export control on items like chips for AI will jeopardize U.S. national security?